Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer. Welcome back to European Truck Simulator 2, and welcome to Bratislava. Yeah, this is not where we left off end of the last episode, but I'll tell you about that as we get rolling. We're headed to Budapest, and we're hauling bulk containers, IBC containers. So, hop in, start her up, throw her in gear, brake is off, and here we go. So, housekeeping. First off, housekeeping. I say housekeeping. I mean, things you got to cross off the list. Things you want to take care of and make sure that you do not forget to do them. So first thing is, the channel has doubled in size in the past couple of months, and I owe that all to you. You are a fantastic audience. I can't believe anybody would take time out of their day to check out one of my videos. I find it very humbling, a little confusing, honestly. But regardless, I do appreciate you. You are a fantastic audience. And we're going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep making great videos for you. On that topic, a couple videos ago, Greenwich Valley, there were some sound problems. So what happens is I upload a video, I upload it and I leave it private. And I wait until, it takes, I don't know, sometimes an hour, sometimes 2 or 3 hours for YouTube to convert everything over and get it up to 1080p. You know, the 360 club. If you watch a video, like the minute that the YouTuber posts it, it'll be 360 quality. It takes a while. And what YouTube is doing, what the, I don't know, the code, whatever, what it's doing is taking the high-res video that you uploaded and applying their compression and doing various other things. So it takes a minute for it to get to 1080p. So I upload the video, I wait a couple hours so it's all good to go, and then I preview it. Well, this time I ran out of time and I was not able to do that. And when I did, I realized the sound was all messed up, but it was too late. I had already deleted the source files. Mea culpa, that's entirely on me. I feel terrible, and I will do my best to not let it happen again. That is that. I've also been seeing some almost stuttering in some videos. And what I traced it back to is, it could just be me. I'm not saying that this applies to you as well, but if it does, this might be a fix for you. So with these SSD drives, and with Microsoft and Apple and everybody being obsessed with like the fastest startup times, my machine will go from cold start to launching apps in 15 seconds, 18 seconds. It's absolutely ridiculous how fast it is. And it's not just true of me. I mean, that's true of anybody who's running SSD or M2. But apparently with this latest Windows 10 Creator patch, the summer one, summer 2019 Creator Pack, I don't know, whatever name it has, it's sort of pushing the limits too far. And when it starts your machine, it tries to start everything at once, and so some things get sort of lost in the sauce in there. And so even though it is technically running, it hasn't really started properly, I guess is a good way to say it. If I stay in my lane, I think I'm going to be okay. I hope. Don't take the sign out. Don't get hit by oncoming traffic. We made it. Beautiful. So bottom line, if you're noticing some flicker and some stutter in games, now it'll say you have good FPS, but the game just won't look right. It looks, I don't know, it just looks weird. Try restarting your machine. If you're on SSD, try restarting, and you'll lose a minute or so of your life. But when it restarts, I guess, because it's not restarting from a dead stop, it will be, everything will slot into its proper place in the proper order, and ideally you won't have those problems. So if you are encountering those problems, try that fix. Get the policia. Like so, very carefully around John Law. There we go. And we are on the road. We'll drop our lift axles here. And we're ready. So what are we doing in Bratislava? Weren't we in Brno on the way to Bratislava? We were. And the trip only took, I started recording this morning, and the trip only took about, I don't know, 5 minutes, 8 minutes. Really wasn't very long at all. So I figured let's just go ahead and grab another cargo and continue heading east. And, carefully, with the trailer stability down so low. Oh, careful. So we're continuing to head east, and the reason we're doing that is Road to the Black Sea. It says 2019. There's not a lot of 2019 left. I looked up, I did a Google search for Road to the Black Sea DLC release date, and I saw the original press releases from like May of this year. So it's a long time we've been waiting for this. But I got to thinking, there's always going to be balance, right? You'll realize this. As you move through life, you'll realize that balance is just one of those things. Balance is unavoidable. Things eventually balance out. And as much as I've been kind of, I don't want to say complaining, but I guess the word I'm looking for is complaining. Yeah, as much as I've been complaining in 2019 about developers and publishers releasing content before they should, before it's ready, it sounds like here we have a developer, SCS, waiting until it is ready. And so this is the balance, right? I don't like when developers send things out that are broken. And so for that to not happen, you may have to wait. And I'm okay with that. I think we got to get over one lane here. Do we? Yeah, we do. So I'm okay with that. And I have to be because, right? Because I'm talking about how much it bothers me when things are broken. I need to accept that the price of things not being broken may be a delay. And really, it's not that big a deal. It's really not. I mean, we've got plenty of games. We got plenty of content. I've explored what I think we're at 3.5% of the map since we started this profile. Certainly not running out of anything. So we're good to go. And hopefully, like I said, if they keep it for 2019, there's not a whole lot of 2019 left. So it should be there any day now. And I'm really looking forward to it. And in a way, we've sort of built this 1.36 series around Road to the Black Sea. We're not running pro mods because the map, I feel, is big enough with base game plus SCS DLC that the map is big enough that we're going to try to not run pro mods. And I think we'll be okay. I love pro mods. I said this last episode. I love pro mods. I have no problem with it at all. I'm just curious whether we can get our truck on without pro mods. And incidentally, pro mods did bump up to 2.42. It was at 2.41. I saw an email in my inbox for 2.42, and I thought, well, shoot, is that 1.36 already? That's fast. And it's not. It's bug fixes for 1.35. 1.35 compatibility. It is not 1.36 compatible. Carefully. If you don't know, if it's your first time watching an ETS video or an ATS video on my channel, I've got the truck and trailer stability turned essentially off. And I have flipped some trucks off camera. And it is, you may or may not be able to see how light it gets on the inside wheels, but it's dicey, man. And these roads are twisty, these Eastern European roads. Right, so that is everything that's going on there. In general gaming, I don't think, it's only been a couple days since we drove ATS, and nothing has released since then. We've got the, really? Oh, of course, because it's 50. I was going 70. I didn't even see the damn sign. Oh, game. That's on me. I'm not blaming the game. I'm just observing. Oh, game. What was I talking about? BR Class 3.1 for Train Sim World. That released. It's a cool DLC. It is. It's a cool loco. And that sim is, it's got to be, they got to be playing the long game with Train Sim World. I think they are. It seems like something that's going to be around for quite a while, and there's going to be so much content for it. And I would really love to see some Steam, even though I'm not personally into Steam. I would like to see them release some Steam locos. And what else? Finland for Dirt Rally 2.0. There's some new tracks for Race Room. One of them is Rallycross, and the other is Dubai, I want to say. I'm going to set the cruise control right there because I don't want to get dinged again. I don't want to get done again. Yep, Dubai Autodromo. Is that right? Yeah, they're using the Italian even though it's in Dubai. Oh. I haven't bought that yet. There's a couple new cars for Race Room, But the thing about Race Room is that it's got so many cars and so many classes. Some of the stuff that's released for it, it's like, yeah, I don't necessarily need that. I want to say it's a Formula 3 category and also some Group C cars, maybe. Yeah, the old Datsun and the not the Sauber. Oh, but anyway, there's a couple cars that have been released for Race Room as well. What else? Nothing. Project Cars 2, I think, is done now, and all their focus is on Project Cars 3. I haven't seen a DLC or any content for Project Cars 2 for maybe all of 2019. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Yeah, it's been a long time. I think they're beginning to kind of phase that out and move toward Project Cars 3. Curious what that's going to look like. From the sound of it, if I'm understanding the developers correctly, they understand that they missed their mark with Project Cars 2. They didn't really make a game for anybody. They didn't make a game that anybody was happy with. So I suspect they're going to go more with the Forza model and just make a fun driving kind of arcade style game. Grid, you saw the new Grid just released and got good reviews, and it is what it is. You know, it's not a sim by any means, but it's not trying to be. What it's trying to be is a fun video game, and that's something that we maybe lose sight of. You know, we play these games so seriously, or at least some people do. They play these games so seriously, and it's almost like we forget to have fun sometimes. Just have fun, man. Just have fun. And it's I was thinking about that earlier today. I'm curious. I don't know how many people watch gamers. And then I realized, like, well, that's kind of a silly question because the answer is a lot. I mean, you can see that just from YouTube stats. And then on top of that, you've got, hang on a moment, please, concentrating. You've got Twitch, you've got all these other services. So yeah, clearly a lot of people are watching gaming, and it got me thinking about the experience of watching somebody play a video game. And I think I'm sort of straddling right in the middle between the two generations that have not necessarily strong feelings about that, but that really sort of delineate, you know, as far as whether or not you would watch somebody play a video game. I know for millennials, that's just part of the way that they consume entertainment.
Go straight on.
But for millennials, I think having not known anything really other than iTunes and Netflix and essentially having all the entertainment content in the world at your fingertips 24/7, day or night, on demand, is so different than it used to be, where, you know, I can just barely remember when I was a kid, the idea that we would try not to get a speeding ticket here. The idea that we would need to tune in for a certain show at a certain time, certain day of the week, because if we didn't see it, then you were out. You know, you'd see it during the summer in reruns. Huh? What? That's so foreign to the way things are now. And I mean, maybe recorded on VHS or something. But now with DVR and the idea of having to schedule your life around your entertainment, it really is kind of unthinkable. Like, that doesn't make any sense. It really, to a lot of people, it just doesn't. It's unthinkable. But to the generation before mine, it's very thinkable. That's how it was. That's absolutely how it was. And so I'm right in between. And I can remember that vaguely, but I also know that we've gotten very spoiled very quickly with the way entertainment and media is delivered now. And I feel like watching gaming is an extension of that. And I know for me personally, when I'm watching a gamer, I watch a lot of sim racing at the high levels. Like, I don't watch people individually sim race, but I will watch broadcast coverage of sim races. Esports, I guess, is a better name for it. But I watch a lot of people playing fantasy and role-playing and RPG games that I will never play. I'll never buy them, I'll never play them. And so that for me is good fun. And I think what's interesting for me now is seeing how narrative-driven, how story-driven some games are, to the point where you can find plenty of videos of people that have stitched together all the cutscenes, right? And it's like a little mini Game of Thrones. Now, obviously, some games execute those those aspects of their product better than others, right? There's some, the faces are creepy, and the voice acting is terrible, and the writing, it's just none of it really comes together, but it still forms a narrative. And then you've got others where all of that stuff is tip top. The faces look realistic, the acting is great, the writing is great, and yeah, you run all those together end to end, and you've got yourself a little mini movie. So there's that aspect of watching someone play that type of game. But then on top of that, overlaid over that, and this is something that I think, again, the generation before mine, I think they really don't get, because they just have no idea of what gaming is like these days. But what I also like about that is there's not just the tension within the story. There's also the tension of watching my YouTuber try to sort these problems out. And I think some of the best episodes, I mean, a very successful YouTuber, somebody with millions and millions of subs, they're making a lot of money, and they're definitely taking their product seriously, because nobody accidentally has millions and millions of subs. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You need some wattage in your cottage. You need an awareness. And I think some of these people get to the point where they actually have like staff and teams, producers. They record in a studio. They do it proper. But even more grassroots, you've got to have an understanding of what it is that your viewers are seeing, and therefore an understanding of what product you're creating as a YouTuber. So the idea of the famous YouTuber who kind of sucks at video games, I don't think that YouTuber is unaware of that. And I don't think in this very cynical day and age, I mean, as consumers of media and entertainment, we're pretty skeptical, right? We're pretty hard on our content creators. So the idea that a YouTuber would intentionally play a game badly to like be charming or something, I don't think that's, I think you would be spotted, you'd be outed. So I don't think that's a thing. I think there are legitimately some YouTubers that are very entertaining. They're just not terribly good at video games. And for me, one of the best videos to watch is a video where they keep missing stuff, and you're just yelling like, no, dude, on your left, it's on the left. All right, if they have live chat going, people are saying it's on the left, and you keep walking past it, it's on the left. And they finally find it, and it's sort of a, payoff. You tease it, and then you pay it off, and it's very satisfying to see them finally find whatever it is that they were missing. And so there's that aspect as well that you don't have necessarily in a movie, because although you may be involved with the characters and the narrative and everything else is pulling you into that moment, on some level that it was recorded months ago, a year ago, on a soundstage at Pinewood Studios or wherever. You're not really seeing it. But when you watch a YouTuber, or particularly when you watch a live stream, you are seeing that in real time. So you're seeing that struggle bus in real time. And I think that definitely, for me anyway, that really adds a layer of intensity and enjoyment to know that YouTuber has the same challenges as I do. Hang on. Can we make it? Are they stopping? Maybe. Yes. We'll go here. Hopefully we don't get a ticket. I think we were far enough out that we won't get one. So yeah, I think a lot of people, when they imagine what watching a video game would be like if they've never done it, I don't know that they are really hip to all the aspects of entertainment and enjoyment that you get when you watch a YouTuber. Made it through that door without hitting anything. Fantastic. So we'll jump over here now. Let's do it. Where are we at on time? 20 minutes? Oh yeah, let's definitely do this. So, go right through here. I know. I go third person. I've seen people do it. It absolutely blows my mind to see people swinging into some of these really difficult drop-offs from in-cab. But I can't do it. Alright, so axles up. And I think. Let's try, there we go. Let's try reverse. Works so much better for backing up. Oh, swing it over. Just swing it over. There we go. So yeah, we'll continue moving east. We've only got a couple more cities in Romania as we head east, and then we'll be on the, what is that? Is that the Turkish border? Does Turkey border Romania? I think it does. Anyway, we got a couple more weeks left in November. We've got a couple more cities left in Hungary and Romania, and then we'll be at the border. And at that point, we're just waiting on SCS to do their thing. Ah, so close. So close. One swing. It's my dream. Right, so we'll go right in here. Straighten her out. And yep, welcome to Budapest. So, perfect. Put it in neutral. Set the brake. Lights are off. Lights are off. Engine is off. Let's see how we did. On time. No damage. I don't think we got a ticket either, did we? No, we didn't. 22. Closing in on the promotion. There you go, folks. Thanks for stopping back to check out the Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of European Truck Simulator 2. We'll see you next time. Take care now.